Prince Harry has suffered one of the biggest legal setbacks of his campaign against the British press, and it could come with a staggering price tag. The Duke of Sussex and 6 other high-profile figures are now facing a legal bill of up to £50 million after losing their landmark lawsuit against the publisher of the Daily Mail. In a sweeping 436-page judgment, High Court Judge Mr. Justice Nicklin dismissed every claim brought against Associated Newspapers Limited, the publisher of the Daily Mail on Sunday, and Mail Online. The ruling found there was no sufficient evidence that the newspaper had obtained information through unlawful methods. Harry had joined forces with an extraordinary group of public figures, including Elton John, David Furnish, Elizabeth Hurley, Sadie Frost, Simon Hughes, and Doreen Lawrence, the mother of murdered teenager Stephen Lawrence. Together, they alleged the publisher had engaged in years of illegal information gathering, including phone hacking, bugging homes and cars, intercepting calls, bribing police officers, and accessing private financial records. But after an 11-week trial, the court rejected every allegation. Justice Nicklin ruled that the court could not assume an article had been obtained illegally if there was a realistic lawful explanation for how journalists could have sourced the information. He also rejected claims that former Daily Mail editor Paul Dacre had misled the Leveson inquiry when he denied phone hacking had taken place at the newspaper. A major blow to the claimants came when former private investigator Gavin Burrows, once expected to be a key witness, dramatically withdrew support for his own witness statement. He claimed the document had been forged and denied carrying out illegal work for the Mail titles. The judge later described his evidence as unreliable and lacking any independent corroboration. Following the ruling, Prince Harry and Doreen Lawrence released a strongly worded joint statement calling the verdict a complete and obvious whitewash. They argued that if the available evidence was still considered insufficient, it raised serious questions about whether justice could ever be achieved in historic media misconduct cases. Associated Newspapers celebrated the decision as a complete victory. The publisher said none of the sensational allegations, including bugging homes, tapping telephones, or illegally accessing bank accounts, had ever been backed by credible evidence. It also praised its journalists, saying their reputations had been unfairly damaged and were now fully vindicated. Former editor Paul Dacre went even further, describing the lawsuit as a conspiracy designed to destroy the Daily Mail. While expressing sympathy for Prince Harry, whom he called a confused and angry young man, Dacre insisted the newspaper had always supported Princess Diana and rejected all accusations of wrongdoing. The publisher is now expected to seek recovery of its legal costs, leaving Prince Harry and the other claimants potentially liable for a bill estimated at up to £50 million. For Harry, who has spent years pursuing legal action against sections of the British media, the defeat marks a major setback in his campaign to hold newspapers accountable for alleged past misconduct, and could become one of the most expensive chapters in his long-running legal battle